People always think like us, like technology, the tech person can do the thing in computer. Not. We are just master in certain field.
Hello and welcome to Making You Better You show, the show that gives us knowledge and can be a better person by inviting an expert for sharing. Today, I am your host, Grisvian Tandy. I'm one of the trainees from SML1 Orator Society program. I would like to especially thank SML1 for giving me a chance to support this program. Today, our honorable guest, Ben Johnson, who is known as the CTO of Dealjava, CTO of Dio, and co-founder of Mindful Indonesia. And there are many awards that he gets. Some of them are Tips and Trick Creative Bangun Startup Academy.id, 1000 Startup Bootcamp, and so on. We will discuss the ins and outs of entrepreneurship and technology and offer audience a special surprise at the end. Be sure to watch all the way through for the details. Let's welcome our guest today, Sir Ben Johnson.
Hello,
Hello, sir.
Grisvian.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good and excited to be here with you.
Thanks for inviting me.
So, are you ready for some interesting question?
Yes, of course.
All right. So, what inspires you to do the business of Deal Java?
Okay. For Dealjava, actually, because I actually do my research around, I I saw a lot of people like discount, and there's people who have low economy, don't have a chance opportunity to eat the upper level restaurant. That's why that's triggered me want to eat it.
All right. That
So they
is
can
very
enjoy
interesting.
the food on the upper level.
Okay, that is very inspiring for me.
Okay.
So, in the past, I
Yes.
heard that Deal Java was called as like Deal Medan, Deal Surabaya, and like there is still a lot. But now, why is it changed? Why does it become Deal Java?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Yeah, a lot of question come ask people. A lot of people asking this. Actually, at first our name is Dil Medan because we are based on Medan, right? So and then we expand to all the way to Surabaya, Jakarta, and other cities. So if we're using Dil Medan, it'll be like small scope, just Dil only Medan, right? So at in Surabaya, in Jakarta, and other city, we use Dealjava, not Dil Medan. So there's two company. I mean, like two brands. We one is Dil Medan, one is Dealjava. So and then after that, we kind of hard to maintain the operational, okay, the operational of the Dil Medan and Dealjava, because like especially in the technical on the website, because when you want to update the website or the app, it will be hard for us to update twice the same thing. I mean, like I need to update the Medan, and then I need to update the Deal Java as well. So there'll be like twice job. Okay. Right. We combine them together. It will be maintained properly.
All right. So, I heard that you are a technology enthusiast.
Yes.
Well, since when are you interested in technology and can you tell us about it?
Okay. Yes. I'm really interested in technology. Since when? Yeah. Actually, I'm not really into the technology at first, yeah. When I was in your age, yeah, especially, I joined like the IQ test. Then the IQ test tell that I'm going to have the expertise in computer. And then what? How come? I never touched computer that time. Okay, I just playing game. Like I'm just playing PlayStation. That's all I got. When computer comes to my house, I'm not interested at all. I mean, like my other siblings, wow, I mean, like, wow, I mean, like they want to play and then take turn to play, but I'm convinced with my own world with the game PlayStation, so no one going to uh play the PlayStation anymore. Then I'm so happy. But along the way, I don't know. Along the way, uh, I'm quite interested in computer,
So
and then
it means that the IQ test makes you inspired to, makes you interested in technology.
Not really actually, but I just like surprised as well. Wow, this IQ test is really accurate. That makes me really into this field. I mean, like this computer field technology. And then along the way, and then after I learned it's quite interesting this computer thing. I mean, like will be the future for the whole this whole world.
All
That's
right.
all.
So what does technology affects to your business?
Technology affect my oh the whole things. I mean,
Oh,
like
of
because
course, I see.
people buy my photo online using apps, website. If I'm not using technology, means I'm not. Yeah, I mean, like I don't do this business. I cannot do this because I'm not like go to the market and then you have things and then you sell to the other people, right? The other person and then that's all, right? But this I create a platform so people can buy through that. So I don't manage. I mean, like I don't see that people do the stuff themselves,
Ah,
something like
I
that.
see.
So everything is using.
So can you give us a little tips on how should we become a good entrepreneur? Because I heard that you are a very good.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just depend on how people see it. So for me, for being an entrepreneur, is we need to be persistent,
Mhm.
and then persistent is mean like when you have failed, yeah, take this. I mean, like failure as the learning curve for you. I mean, like the learning point for you because uh you cannot expect you cannot fail in entrepreneur
Yeah,
actually. You will be fail a ton of time, okay, to reach the success.
yeah,
That's why you need to keep persistent because when we fail actually we actually will feel down and then no one support especially your surrounding is not supporting you when you fail.
yeah.
You need to motivate yourself. Okay? That one. That's the first point. Persistent. So you are really eager to want to success. Your, and then the second one is willing to learn. It's not being an entrepreneur. It's not means like you are the one, the greatest guy. I mean, like you don't want to listen to anyone, but you need to be humble and then listen to people. Maybe you can get something that you never think. I mean, like you never think that these people is the one who give you the insight, like from you, for example, right?
Yeah.
Uh, we don't know, so keep humble and keep listening. So yeah, you get it.
That explains the quote, if there is a will, there is a way.
Yes,
So now
correct.
let's move on to the next question.
Yeah.
So when I was finding information about you
Yes.
in the Instagram page, I saw this one post. Resolusiku di 2020 gagal. So
Okay.
can you like tell us like what is your resolution that has failed and yeah, tell us about it.
Oh yeah, actually, wow, that's kind of you asking a hard question. Yeah. Okay. Now, actually, in 2020, we are not expecting this virus, this COVID pandemic, and everything we call it. Uh, we're not expecting that, right? Maybe I find like doing my business, especially the new one with mindful. Like I find that this will grow, right? And then I plan for like running for certain distance and everything. And then I plan to travel to Vietnam and Japan as well. And
Mm,
then everything's falling apart, right?
yeah.
Because of this pandemic. All the Indonesia has closed the border, so we cannot fly around. Okay, so uh, my resolution, everything is failed. Okay, because of this pandemic. And then we do the we call it work from home as well. Okay? That's common to all the office when that pandemic starts. Right? So what I get from this pandemic is like I getting closer to myself, my inner self. And like it's time for me to take a break, not keep chasing uh something that's so far away. Like accepting me, the true me, like what do I really want? So in the pandemic, actually, I learned a lot. Like for example, like in pandemic, it's like crisis, right? Especially in financial. So I learned a lot in managing uh, my money and then like the financial literacy. I learned a lot. I read a lot of books that time, and then yeah, that opened my mind. That pandemic is not all bad, but this one is like
Very challenging.
very challenging. And
Yeah.
then because we're going to face the failure,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, because this is the downtime. And it is it's a good time for us to take a break and learn. And then after the pandemic finish, let's say everyone recovered from the pandemic, and I can run as fast as I can from the thing that I learned.
So ever
This
since
is the
the
right side.
pandemic attacks, does your business concept change?
Yes, of course,
Oh,
especially Dio, right?
yeah.
Dio is actually the app, the platform that we're going to use for the do it yourself. Dio stands for do it yourself ordering. Means you can do yourself. For that time, it's on March 2020. We have approached merchant, I mean like restaurant going to apply this Dio. This Dio is something like this. When you go to restaurant, usually you ask for menu and rate. So in Dio, you just need your phone, and then we're going to have barcode, QR code. You just need to scan, and the menu will appear in your phone, and you can order.
All right.
Okay,
That is interesting.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's for dining out, right? When you dining out, when pandemic comes, everyone is at home. There's no such a thing as dining out anymore because people are afraid of this virus, right? So we need to shift our business model become delivery. That's what affects my business.
So ever since you were small, do you have like different ambition compared to who you are right now?
When I'm small, wow, interesting. Small, really small. I want to become a doctor, but I have good mark in biology. I thought I can become a doctor. When I reach my senior high school, yeah, what in Indonesia we call SMA, yeah. You know, my biology is so bad. Like do re mi fa sol la si do. Do
Yeah.
re mi. Do re mi. It's
Yeah.
mean I got 1, 2, 3 at that mark, and then I dumped that dream. It's really hard because uh you know the name of the Latin name of the biology, like
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that
Uh,
is very hard.
that's very hard. You need to memorize that. How can I memorize this?
Uh-uh.
That's why even I've learned, like I've studied until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I still get three for my biology. So what's the point? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I just dump that dream, and then I go for computer, and then computer is really, yeah, open my mind. Like wow, especially when internet comes. Yeah, wow, that one. Do you like anime?
Ah, yeah, yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
one. I like anime as well. When I'm in your, I mean like when I'm in your high school, I like anime as well. So I like the song. So that time it's really hard to find the lyrics, right? Yeah, the lyrics, and you want to sing together with your favorite character in anime, right?
Yeah.
So I find it in the internet. That's why it's really, yeah, really fascinated me with that fascinating that internet. That's why I go for.
I see. But I think that technology is also pretty hard because you need to learn programming and coding, like as I know.
Okay. Yeah, what people think, what people see, IT people is can do all the things computer. Like even like fixing the printer, programming and everything. It's all inside the technology. It's
Mm.
not. Now technology computer thing is so wide. There's I mean like there's certain field for this like programming.
Mm-mm.
And programming there is programming language. So there's a lot of language now.
Yeah.
And then hardware thing means this kind of thing will be, this guy will be.
JavaScript as well.
That one will go to programming.
I see.
That's why. That's why people always think like us, like technology, the tech person can do the thing in computer. Not. We are just master in certain field. So don't force us like, okay, you study computer, right? So please fix my printer. How come? I don't learn how to fix the printer. Something like that.
It means that it needs some experience so that we could fix the printer and do
Yeah,
anything
that's
else.
right. And we are not. I mean, like when we study the technology of computer, the teacher is not teaching us how to fix the printer. This is experience, like you said. No, it's true. Like, oh, I think, and I look for the solution. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Ever since internet exists, like it is easier for us to deal with problems.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Because if we don't know anything, just Google it.
Yeah, correct. Right.
Yeah.
All the knowledge is there. It's interesting.
All right. So as we said earlier, there
Mhm.
is some surprise at the
Wow.
end. So we will have a game session.
Oh my god.
So this game is like we will have an exam question, and these questions are random. So in this game, Sir Benny is gonna choose like any from this number. So he will like, for example, he choose number one, and then I will grab the question and
Okay.
ask Sir Ben.
Okay.
So that is how the game works. So now, Sir Ben, you can pick one random numbers.
Okay. My favorite number 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's the question?
All right.
So
What do you think that we can do to make a good Indonesia to become a better Indonesia?
wow. I wish I'm a president. now. Now I wish I'm president. Okay. I will talk like a president now. Okay.
All right.
So Indonesia, yeah. Actually, I really love Indonesia. Actually, that's actually I have vision. I want to make Indonesia one of the best. World. So the first thing is like the food. So you introduce the food of Indonesia. I mean, like by supporting all the small medium business enterprise, right? So we support them, like especially in the pandemic, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone can create anything. Like wow, Indonesia so powerful. Like for example, like spaghetti. Spaghetti is Italian food,
Yeah,
or
Italian.
like Japanese food, cookies. Everyone can bake that when pandemic time. It surprised me. Wow, a lot of and most of them is the youngster.
Yeah.
That's our benefit. So if our youngster is more productive, like creating, always create. I mean, like don't care if fail or not. I think Indonesia will be one of the best in the world. And then the world actually predicted, estimated in 2045, Indonesian will be the like one of the largest economy in the world. It's like number 5.
That is pretty cool.
And then especially in the travel as well, yeah. With Indonesia, you need to introduce your Indonesian travel destination. That's what people love, like Bali, like that,
Yeah, Bali
Raja
even.
Ampat, and Labuan Bajo. There's a lot of places that people want to go. You cannot find it anywhere in the world.
All right. So you can pick like the whole number,
The
but
whole
in
number.
random. Yeah.
Oh, so I
which
cannot
number?
pick number 3 anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8. Ooh. What was that?
So right now, people are too dependent on phone. Is it good?
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's dependent on phone. Yeah, that's correct. Let me think first. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It depends. If you're using phone for something productive, it's good. If you consume it too much, like you are in the social media too much because you addicted to it, it's not good. I mean, like uh, this is the thing that one of the things I've read. Okay? Uh, Actually, when we want to make a relationship connection with people, you cannot just by typing through WhatsApp. You
Yeah.
need to meet the people so you can bring the real. I mean, like to bring the real connection together. You cannot like okay, I'm texting you and then we are friends.
Yeah.
Not that
Not that
relationship
easy.
not work that kind of way.
Yeah.
Not by texting because you cannot see the reaction of that people. So if you consume it too much in social media, in whatever you call it, for fun, it's not good. But if you're doing something productive, like you selling things to social media, and then you are not trapped in social media, or maybe people like compare their life to social media.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my friend has this thing. For example, like uh, they have iPhone 12.
Yeah.
I don't have. I need to have. That's
Mm.
happen now,
Yeah.
and make most of these youngsters, especially teenagers, feel insecure.
Yeah. I do not skip.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like it's not good for health, mental health. Many people like I actually do uh Google the googling the statistics now teenagers come. I mean, like prone to suicide.
Yeah.
The suicide rate is high currently because of this,
Mm-mm.
because it's so toxic. But if you use the phone for productivity, it's good. But if not, you can have that me time using the social media. I'm not saying you cannot, but better not too much, not addictive.
Yeah. Because social media sometimes it's like very dangerous place.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
So next question. Which number do you want to pick?
9.
What do you think is more important? Is it wealth or fame?
Oh my God, wealth or fame
Yeah.
is oh my God. I think I go for wealth. Yeah, wealth. It's like depend. Wealth in financial,
Yeah.
wealth in knowledge, wealth in what. If fame, I I have a sentence. When you are rich or wealth, fame is the least thing that you want because
Yeah.
it's really frustrating. We meet someone know us, but we
Mm.
don't know them. They ask you, for example, like
Yeah.
that. And then yeah, something like that. When you want to have a quality time with family, and people know you, hey, Grace, I want to take a photo for you, and then you have family time currently.
Mm.
Can I not today? But this is your fan. Something like
Mm.
that.
We
This
have
is
the same
hard.
opinion.
Yeah, this one is hard. It's better. I choose well.
All right. So the next number.
The next number 5.
What is the most inspiring quote to you?
Quote. Oh, quote. Wow. You are asking very hard question. Who's make this game?
Uh,
It's
I
really
I
hard.
make the question myself.
Wow. Where do you come from? I mean, not where you come from. Where this come from?
I think it's based because I don't have a lot of ideas, so I think it's
Okay, cool. Yeah, this part. Yeah. Just now, favorite quote. I have one quote. The first, the quote that I mentioned just now. When you're rich, that's the listing. When you're rich, the fame is the listing you want. That's
Mm.
the first. The my favorite quote is uh uh just do what you do. Okay, do it in the silent. Let the success make you noise.
Yeah, I see. That is
Yeah,
very interesting. So next number.
One. One,
One.
one. Okay. Oh, long.
What kind of knowledge do you think that we can learn since we were small and use it in the future?
Since you're small. What age?
Yeah,
Maybe,
around like 5 years old.
5 years old. I
Mm.
think is creativity. I mean, like the thing that the way of teaching is now not memorized. It's like one of this is podcast. This
Mm.
is one of the creativity. I mean, you need to be creative to asking the question, creating. It's good, Like that's why I really support this. So yeah, the creativity, the things that can make you create something, can make you think further. That thing. Uh, that's what my opinion is. Like art, you can extend it,
All right.
not like just following the rules and then 1, 2, 3 done. You not think what
So
cooking is one of them.
yeah, cooking. So the next number.
Sure.
What is your biggest life regret and why?
Oh my god. Okay. My big regret. Why? I was I waste my 20s age. I'm 33 now. Okay. I waste too much time for having fun. I'm not trying so much. Like I'm I'm too happy, I think. I'm
Mm.
supposed to not to do that. I'm enjoying too much life. This kind of like uh yeah, I'm too happy for
Mm.
my 10. I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be learn more, fail more, and I can gain my success. So
That is
that's
interesting. All
I'm
right.
too happy.
Next number.
Uh, four.
Four.
It's like do this.
All right. Would you rather lose all of your money or lose all of your memorable pictures?
Money.
Yeah.
Google now. Google now. Uh, so I think if there is a choice, uh, knowledge, I choose knowledge. But there's no choice, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so I think I better lose my money. If this is my state, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like this mindset still here, I better lose my money. Because I'm quite confident I can bounce back.
Yeah. Still gain money.
Yeah.
All right. So next question and next number.
Six,
Number six.
yeah. 5 already.
Let me check. Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
What
This
do
is
you
harder
think?
question.
What do you think is the best way to deal with problems?
Deal with problem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Find the source of the problem. But, I mean, like, find the source of the problem, where, what caused it, and find the solution. I mean, like, you need to be critical. I mean, like critical thinking. I mean, you
Mhm.
need to think not just like, oh, that problem come from that. I mean, like, don't just assume, but do some kind of research. I mean, like, you need to think through, like, if I was you, you are I.
Uh, let's say
I
it's money crisis. So what do you think is the solution?
the solution.
Money crisis.
You need to be a very, very yeah. If money crisis, because I've experienced that. Okay, so maybe I tell you some story that I've experienced. I have money crisis before in my time. That's what I regret more. Because I'm too happy, and then when the crisis came, everything fall apart because I don't have that kind of knowledge to manage money. So if money is your thing, it's like uh, better we invest in ourselves. Invest like we learn something new, like cooking. So when I have money crisis, I was thinking, how can I get out from this problem? So the thing that I can save is like by cooking myself, cooking, even just like ordinary cook. I mean like ordinary food. Okay, you can cook, or you can search it through YouTube, right?
Yes, yes.
Everything, right? So cooking, for example, and then learning new things. And then, yeah, that's it. I mean, like you need to, if money, you need to know how to save as much as possible.
Yes.
The thing that you spend too much, I mean, like when you want to, I mean, like after you losing the money, of course, your lifestyle, I mean, like usually you drink boba,
Yes, yes.
then you can cut it,
Yeah,
or you dine out with friends. So you can dine out with your friends, but not often
yeah,
anymore. Or maybe you can dine out with your friend, and then you eat first at home. You cook the thing that you have cooked at home. You eat first, and then when you dine out, you can be together with them.
yes,
But you can say, "I've already eaten," right? So
yeah,
you just spend the money only for the drink. The
yeah,
drinks that you want to order as well is depend on your capability as well. You need to, I mean, like do the calculation. Like in a month, I save.
that is a good idea for saving money. So let's move on to the next. So we have number 7.
Yeah, 7. This is the last question, right?
Yes, last question. So the last question is, if you could instantly become an expert, what would it be?
Expert.
Yeah,
Let me think. Let me
okay.
think through. This question kind of struck in my expert. Yeah, I like to. I think uh, programming, more in
Programming.
programming language, and in financial management and investing.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
The 3 things that I want.
Okay. So that is all for the game session.
Yeah.
So before we end the session, Sir
Oh,
Ben, do you have like a message for the audience? One closing statement.
oh. Okay. Now for the yeah for the youngster, yeah. Today it's time for us to create something. Okay, this era, especially this pandemic, we have a lot of spare time. I mean, like this is the new normal. You
Yeah,
cannot
new
you
normal.
this normal is you cannot go back to the old normal anymore. This is the best time for us to learn something new, to be creative, and moving forward. So yeah, we can be succeed in the future, because future will be so hard and becoming more hard. I mean, like harder uh, forward. So you need to learn more. Reading the book.
Okay. So that is all today for today's episode. I would like to thank you, our listeners, for your time and our guests, Sir Ben, for their contribution to the show. Hope this episode could inspire you and give you some knowledge. Look out for our next episode by subscribing on our YouTube channel, SML1, and click like and share to your friends so it can benefit more people. If you would like to feature on this show, send your request on our Instagram at SML1ID, SML1, making you better you.
Wow.